Alright, today is November 15th, 2021. It's about 4:20 a.m. I just woke up, and today I'm going to Hawk Mountain Sanctuary. Hopefully it should be a good day for hawk watching. Well, we have a little bit of a situation, which is it's raining pretty hard right now, and I checked the forecast for Hawk Mountain, which is about 2 hours away, and it looks like they're getting some mix of rain and snow right now. Might clear out, but chance of snow flurries or even rain later. So haven't completely decided. I think I'm still going, but need to check the weather forecast again. Okay, it's 4:45 a.m. and I made the decision to go, hoping that the bad weather will end. My weather apps are saying that by 7 a.m. or 7:30 a.m. the precipitation should be clearing out of the Hawk Mountain area. So I'm gonna drive up, should get there hopefully by 7 a.m. up on top by 7:30, maybe even a bit sooner. So looking forward to a good day of hawk watching. All right, well, it's about 6:40 a.m. and I just got up to the Hawk Mountain area, but actually the gate isn't open yet, so I am just kind of chilling in my car for a little bit. Hopefully that gets open soon. Had a little bit of sprinkles on the drive here, but for the most part it was dry. And right now, yeah, there's kind of some low clouds still, but I think as soon as the wind picks up, it'll blow them away. So, yeah, still hoping it'll be a good day. I should check the weather and see if anything's changed since I left 2 hours ago. But, yeah, otherwise just looking forward to getting up on the lookout and hopefully seeing some golden eagles and maybe even a goshawk. All right, so the exit was open, so I just drove in there. And I have all my stuff. I can't really show you. I got a couple of bags and a lot of coats. But time to start the hike up to the North Lookout, which I took a lot of my coats off just because I don't want to get overheated on the way up. You can see there's some snow on the ground. This is the first snow I've seen this fall. Some snow on the bench here. So yeah, my first stop will be the bathroom and then heading up to the North Lookout. Here's the entrance, but since I'm here so early, there's no one here to check that I am a member, but I have had a membership for many years now, so no worries about that. All right, just past the entrance, they have these little outdoor bathrooms that are not the most pleasant things ever, but it'll get the job done. Even though I want to get up to the North Lookout as quickly as possible, it's hard to walk by the South Lookout without stopping for at least a minute. Such a beautiful view. Here I'm already huffing and puffing just walking a little bit. So beautiful here. The winds this morning are out of the west and should be fairly strong, shifting west-northwest in the afternoon, so hopefully those winds are good enough to push some migrating hawks onto the ridge. You can see the ridge line over there. So North Lookout is that way. Time to continue my hike. And another brief stop here at the River of Rocks overlook. Such beautiful views up here. You can see we're past the peak of fall foliage, a lot of browns and oranges, but still very beautiful. All right, as you're walking up the trail to the North Lookout, you'll pass a couple signs. I believe it's the third one, which is easy to miss, is to take the express trail to the North Lookout, which you can see is quite rocky and uphill, but it's a quicker way to get up there. You can also continue on the main trail, and that will eventually loop up and around to the North Lookout as well. But I'm going to take the express trail because I want to get up there as soon as possible. All right, it's about 7:20 a.m. and I just got up here to the North Lookout of Hawk Mountain Sanctuary in Pennsylvania. A couple people up here already, so I'll try not to disturb their sunrise. The counter is not here yet, but you can see it's a beautiful morning. Just need the weather to clear a little bit more. The winds are already picking up, so I'm looking forward to a good day. Such a beautiful view. Well, if you're up at the hawk lookout for any amount of time, especially on these cold days, you might need a trip to the bathroom. And thankfully there's a bathroom up here towards the top of the express trail. Just a 2-minute walk from the north lookout. Okay, this is the direction that you come from if you come up the express trail. You come to this intersection. Here's the steps you come up if you had stayed on the main trail. And as we look around, this is the direction to the north lookout. And here's just a small vista that's called Kettle View. All right, it's about 9:15 a.m. now. I'm up at the north lookout with the counter and one other hawk watcher. And it's kind of amazing how slow it is today, actually. We saw one bald eagle early, but there's hardly any birds around at all. So just taking a little bit of time for the day to warm up, and hopefully we start to get some hawks soon. All right, and that cell phone video of an adult bald eagle migrating over the north lookout was the last video I took of the day because the birds started to improve and I wanted to respect the privacy of the other people there. But let me go through some of my bird photos from the day. We'll start with the cedar waxwings, and cedar waxwings were one of the more numerous migrants of the day, along with plenty of American robins, but besides that, there really weren't that many passerines. Here's a raven. Down here in northern Delaware, ravens are quite uncommon, but up at Hawk Mountain, we saw a lot of them. Here's one of the better birds of the day. We had a small flock of American pipits fly over, about 16 total. American goldfinch, turkey vulture, of course. Then we started to get some migrants, and these photos are different adult bald eagles. We had 3 of them pass, one right after the other. And then actually right after these eagles passed, we had a northern harrier, but I wasn't able to get photos because my friend was calling me on the phone to tell me that she had accidentally taken the escarpment trail rather than the express trail and had been climbing rocks for the past 45 minutes trying to get to the north lookout. And so I had to go and rescue her and help her carry her equipment up. And I'm sure that's a mistake that she won't make again. So if you're going to visit Hawk Mountain, make sure if you're trying to take the shortcut, take the express trail, not the escarpment trail. Another look at the top side of a bald eagle, top side of an American robin. Same robin. We also, in addition to the pipits, we had some horned larks fly by, just a small group, maybe 3 or 5 of them. Another look at the horned lark. A couple more cedar waxwings. And then we had the first golden eagle of the day, a nice immature bird. You can see the nice white tail base on that. Anytime you get at least one golden eagle, it's always worthwhile. It's the underside of the same bird. Here's a red-tailed hawk, and we had quite a few red-tailed hawks throughout the day, but really numbers for red-tailed hawks seem to be very low, both here at Ashland and also up at Hawk Mountain. And as far as I know, at most hawk watches throughout the Northeast. We'll see if that changes with some of the upcoming cold fronts, but right now, red-tail numbers seem to be on the low side this year. Here's a bird that kind of struck me as a little funny when I photographed it. It's an American robin, but the tail is forked. I don't know if it's missing a feather or what's going on. And it doesn't have very much orange on the underside of the body. But regardless, as far as I know, it's just an American robin. So not the rarity that I hoped it might be, but it's okay.
Another shot of a raven. And then we had a Cooper's hawk. And actually, this was the only accipiter we saw the entire day, which was strange because 2 weeks ago when I went up, we had quite a few Sharpies, a few Coops. And this time of year, we're always hoping for a goshawk. But this was the only accipiter of the day. But like I said, this adult Cooper's hawk gave us a fantastic look. A couple more shots of it. This might be the best photo I've ever taken of a Cooper's hawk. Such a stunning bird, and it came in perfect light and relatively close. Another adult bald eagle. Then we had a bald eagle go by, and then it came back and was getting chased by this peregrine falcon. It's another look. It's a juvenile. And after it gave up harassing the bald eagle, it came towards us and actually stooped somewhere behind us. So pretty cool to see the fastest animal on the planet to actually dive. Another American robin. Then we had some loons fly over, a group of 2. I had put online speculating, could these possibly be red-throated, but the idea was shot down. So common loons. Another red-tailed hawk. A raven with its mouth full of something. Another bald eagle. You can see, unfortunately, most of the day was cloudy, so a lot of the photos I had to really bump up the brightness. So a lot of photos turned out grainy, but that's how it goes sometime. Another common loon. Another red-tailed hawk. Another adult bald eagle. Actually, most of the bald eagles that we saw were adults. I can't remember. I think we saw at least one immature, but pretty much all the eagles we saw were adults. Another red-tailed hawk. Another red tail. Some black vultures. There were actually quite a few black vultures around down in the valley. We could see them kettling together at some points. Top side of a red tail. And then about 2:15, I guess it probably was, we had this golden eagle. But it was interesting. Like I said, we had one golden eagle in the morning sometime. I think it was around 11 a.m., 10:30, something like that. And we didn't have anything else for a while, really. It was pretty slow all day until around 2:15 when we got this first golden eagle. Another look at it. And here's another golden eagle. So let me tell the story. Between about 2:15 and 3 p.m., we had 4 golden eagles, and 3 of them were adults, and they gave us absolutely spectacular looks at their top sides. And here in Delaware, we might get 1 adult a year if we're lucky. Pretty much all of the golden eagles we see. In fact, all of the 12 that we've seen this year have been immatures with big white patches in the wings, or at least some sort of white patches in the wings. But when you have adults, the top side is really the side that you want to see. So here's an example of the top side of an adult. And you just get, I think they call it a tawny bar, but it's just, it has some more patterning on the top than the young ones do. And they're really spectacular when the light hits them. And to be up at a place like Hawk Mountain where you can look down on the birds as they go by. It's just one thing that makes it such a great place. Another bald eagle. This golden eagle, you can tell, was fairly distant. So, especially when you blow the photos up like this, sometimes the quality is not the greatest. Here's one that I really like that gives you an example of the kind of view that you're getting on Hawk Mountain. This is another adult. You can see the patterning on the top side, and you can see how you're looking down against the valley, which makes it difficult to photograph them because the camera doesn't like to lock onto the bird. It's always trying to lock onto the background. But just spectacular to see these birds below eye level. It's just a closer look at the same bird. Shows the patterning on the top. And we ended the day with one last red-tailed hawk. And me and my friend stayed until about 3:15, and then we left. I guess they had one more golden eagle after we left, just before 4 p.m. So we got to see 5 out of the 6 golden eagles. So overall, a really good trip. I would have liked to pick up a goshawk or even white-winged crossbills, but no luck on those for this trip. But just a great trip. If you ever have the chance to go up to Hawk Mountain, definitely do it. The days they do the best are days of northwest winds, because those are the winds that put the birds on the ridges, especially later in the season like this. And like I said, we're in mid-November now, so the hawk watching is kind of starting to slow down, especially compared to when I visited Hawk Mountain 2 weeks prior. But it's definitely quality over quantity this time of year, with a lot of eagles migrating and always a chance of northern goshawk. So anyway, I really enjoyed my trip to Hawk Mountain. I'm glad that I went, and I hope that someday I'll see you up at the North Lookout. From Lake Birds, this is David Brown. Thanks for watching.